Hello friends, I am a radiologist. A radiologist is a person who does things like ultrasound, CT scan, X-rays, MRIs, etc. I have been working since the last 24 years. This recent episode of a person like Sushant Rajput committing suicide has pained me a lot, shaken me to the core. If I had wanted, I could have uploaded a video the day I heard about the news, but I wanted to gather my thoughts, collect my thoughts, and then say something which I think many people have missed. It's not about the video itself is not about Sushant Singh and his suicide, but just my take on why a person should go on living and not think about suicide or taking one's own life. First and foremost, the being humans, we do many mistakes in life, and everybody tries to either the natural reaction is denial. Most of the people deny that they were wrong. This is a defense mechanism. But my way of doing things is to accept that I have made a mistake and then forgive myself, because that was a mistake. A mistake is never done intentionally. So if you have done something wrong intentionally, then yes, of course, punishment is the key. If some crime has been committed, the courts and the police and the law, they take their own course. But if it's minor mistakes are there, like we do every day. Maybe you dropped a glass of milk or water or whatever and broke the glass. You didn't intentionally do it, or maybe you took a wrong turn while driving and met with an accident. And there are many categories of mistakes. So the first thing an intelligent human being should do is decide whether it's a crime or a mistake. And 99% of the people make mistakes. They don't intentionally do a criminal act. So forgiving oneself is very, very important, because unless you forgive yourself, that feeling of guilt will take you over and not let you live. Even if you live, you will lead an unhappy life, and every time you howsoever serious the mistake is, and you will keep on thinking about it, and your right to be happy will be taken away by yourself. So The right to be happy is everybody's, and that right comes, you can take advantage of that right only when you forgive yourself. Forgiving oneself is very, 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 very important. The second point is that life is for living, not existing. Most of us, they go to our offices, do things. They have a routine set of life, means routine uh, by which they live. And even if we take a vacation, sometimes we feel very guilty for having taken that vacation when there was so much work to do. So live your life. This is important because if a very busy person, a doctor like me, I don't work that much, but there are many colleagues I see who go from 6 o'clock in the morning till 10, 11, they go on practicing. And that frustration slowly builds up, and then you're bound to feel unhappy. So, being happy is what matters, not working. You're not here to work, you're here to live. Work is only for accumulating the amount of money you need to enjoy yourself. So, giving yourself a reward here and there is perfectly okay. You should not feel guilty about pleasing yourself. Now, most of the people, I have heard these motivational speakers, they go on and on about success and failure not mattering. Even if you succeed, it's okay. If you don't succeed, it's okay. But living is important. In life, success and failure do matter. You look around you, people who are successful tend to be more happier than people who have failed. So success and failure don't matter, but they don't take away your right to live. Even if you are a failure, that doesn't mean you shouldn't live. The doctor doesn't sign your birth certificate that if this child, when he grows up, he's a failure, he should die. There is nothing written in the Indian Constitution where there is a law that if you're a failure, you will be hanged or jailed or arrested or even questioned about your failure. So one thing is that success and failure are subjective. Even if in your own eyes you are not successful, that does not mean that you should stop living. You should not stop living. Then this culture of motivational speaking, and this YouTube is full of millions of videos of motivational speakers. Don't give up, go on and on without taking a rest. You are a human being, you cannot be happy all the time. Even a small thing like if you at 11 o'clock you feel hungry and feel like tasting chicken or having chicken or going outside. Even in this corona lockdown, we cannot even go to restaurants or movies. So this affects our happiness. So don't expect to be happy all the time. Wait for the moment you feel really happy. Only then feel happy. And there are times when you are sad. Give yourself the freedom to be sad. Nobody can tell you, don't be sad, everything will be okay. Even if they say that, it's all rhetorical. It won't make you happy. So give yourself time. Let the happiness come. And then be happy. Be happy. And sad. And sometimes neutral. There may be a time when you have nothing going on in your brain. You're just sitting there. Somebody asks you whether you are sad or happy. There is no answer to that. So this is what freedom is. Freedom to be human is. So give yourself freedom to be happy, to be sad, to love, not to love, hate. You should. You're not some. You're not. I'm not giving you a Sunday sermon that the Lord will take care of you and be happy and Jesus died because of your sins, or even in Hindu mythology or Islamic teachings that God will take care of you and you don't have the right to be sad. This is a subliminal message that you have to be happy if you are, especially if you are a religious person. You are expected to be happy all the time because God is taking care of you, and be thankful to God. Count your blessings. You must have heard it a million times maybe, but I think this is BS. You should be happy, you should be sad, you should be neutral, you should be what you are. Let your feelings take over. Okay. We live in times where the brain takes precedence over the heart. So let the heart also have its say. Let the brain and heart fight it out, whether you want to be happy or sad. Let these two things fight it out among themselves. These two organs of your body. Yeah. Then if you have suicidal thoughts, maybe you are depressed. Depression is almost a fashion nowadays. Everybody says I'm depressed. You see, responsibilities are much more important than your rights. You have a family, you have children, you have parents, you have colleagues, you have friends. Your responsibilities towards them are very important. If you keep on fulfilling your responsibilities, I don't think you'll ever feel the need to take your own life, because you are so busy in fulfilling your responsibilities that you forget about dying and living. Living is just an automatic process. You go to sleep, get up, live your life the way you have been trained to do, or whatever your work is, and then you can enjoy your life, or even not enjoy your life. But enjoying and not enjoying, happiness and sadness or sorrow, do not determine your will to live. You have to live through all this. You have been sent to this world to have all the experiences. Even happiness is boring, and it is a mental disease. A person who is happy always is a maniac. You see, if you are going down the road naked and still you are happy, then I think you have some issues to solve, and go to the psychiatrist and ask him why I feel the need to go naked on the road. So let us forget about this extreme example and live your life like you do. Be yourself, at least with yourself. Then people say that Sushant Singh here, Sushant Singh becomes important because people say that because of nepotism and jealousy, he was forced to commit suicide. Not all people who go through this nepotism and jealousy, and they know that people are jealous of them, they commit suicide. I don't want to call a dead person stupid, but even Sushant Singh Rajput would have been jealous of someone who is more talented than him. So being jealous is also a right. You are human. Even if you control your jealousy, jealousy is a feeling. You don't lay an egg and a chicken hatches and the name of the chick is jealousy. It happens. So let the people who are jealous be what they are. The only thing you can do is either prove yourself by becoming successful, or if God forbid, if you are not successful, then ignore them. They don't have a right over your life, like you don't have a right over their life. If you feel jealous of somebody, you don't want to murder him. Even if you do want to murder him, you will be arrested and hanged. So if you are jealous of somebody, you have to give the right to people to be nepotistic, jealous, have negative feelings towards you. So this is a part of life. So let people be jealous. Okay? Jealousy is not a thing which should determine whether you live or die. Then this world is not a place where you can speak the truth always. Like if you don't like a person and the doorbell rings, you send your child outside, and the child comes and tells you that Mr. So and so or Miss so and so has come. As far as I am concerned, if Miss somebody has come in the age group of 25 to 45, I'll feel very, very happy and go and meet her after taking a shower and putting on perfume, which I hope she likes. That was just a joke. Huh? I know you are intelligent enough to know. And sometimes you tell your child, and go and tell the person who has come that dad is not at home. These are the small lies you tell. Without this, you will be a slave to people. I have seen people, especially with cell phones, a very serious discussion is going on even in corporate meetings or where life and death are concerned. I've seen doctors who are treating serious patients, and if their mobile phone rings, they just cannot ignore that call. They have to reach into their pocket, listen to the conversation, even if it's about the weather, and ignoring the conversation you are already having. So give the person sitting in front of you more attention than your cell phones or other things. Giving people time is important. And then if that person turns out to be boring, you wear a mask and say that I have some work to do, and get rid of him and avoid him. When you see him from about 100 meters, you change your way so that it doesn't come near you. And then when he meets you again, tell him that I didn't see you. These are the small lies we tell. Sometimes even with your spouses you have to lie. Obviously, if I have had lunch with my secretary and maybe held her hand, I cannot go and tell my wife that I had lunch with my secretary and I held her hand. I'll be slapped till my teeth fall out. So wearing masks is important. To conclude, this was just a preliminary video. If you have any other queries, or if I feel like it, I may make another video. This is not a motivational talk, more a motivation for me than to the audience or the listeners or the people who will see this video on YouTube. So live your life. I never tell anybody to be happy. I tell the person to just be himself or herself and take care of your family, and most of all take care of yourself, because your family, your friends, they care about you. And don't take any extreme steps. Thank you so much.